Moving on, the next topic or a question. I have my topics here and questions here about the mental health of overseas basketball players. Now, y'all know I love the mental health topic. This whole station or this whole broadcast is really about keeping your mind mentally strong and diving into the mental game. So, the mental health of overseas basketball. The prevalence of mental health issues among overseas basketball is enough being done to address this. I would say when I first started playing basketball, it was not even a talk about. It's not even a subject. No one cared. You having depression? Nobody cared. You're having anxiety because you're away and you're stressed? Nobody cares. No one cares about how you feeling. You getting paid. Do what you're supposed to do. So what, you're on the other side of the planet? So what, you can't communicate with nobody? So what, you're not used to the food? So what, they're asking you to do more than you're required? Who cares? Nobody cares about what you feel. You're here to put the ball in the basket. You're here to win. You're here to make sure that we get our money. And that's that. There is nothing more to it. So, is it being addressed? No. Back then. Now I think is more like now. I'm sitting here talking about mental health and what we deal with as overseas basketball players, what we go through, and just the little tendencies that we have to pick up on to help us go through a season. How to deal with different coaches, how to deal with different players, how to deal with different cultures, and how that affects your mental mind, how that affects your mood, and how that affects your life and your overall life and your marriage life at home and all these different situations. Now it's being talked about just a tad bit more. People are being more aware. Players that are playing, like, I get so much reactions from guys on this network just because we all go through the same things and no one's ever talking about it. So when they finally hear somebody saying something about it, they're like, oh my God, I can relate. And I go through the same thing. And I have relationship problems. And I have problems of being depressed and lonely. And I have problems with not being able to eat the food and losing 10, 15 pounds and trying to play in the season. These type of things that deal with your mental that you got to go through on a daily basis, the conversation is starting to come up. We just have to keep pushing it forward. And I'm tuning in. I'm here to push that narrative of the overseas basketball life, mental state of the players, male and female. We need to all come together, us athletes, us players, and we need to just understand. We need to create. That's what I think I should create. I need to create some kind of group that all players can join. I'm going to say all because not everything is meant for everybody. For those who want that support, for those who need that support. I wrote in my book, 6 must-have traits to be an overseas basketball player. You must have a group of people that you can go to and have conversations with. It's literally like AA. You must have a support group. Must have a support group to support you and through all the nonsense that you have to deal with and put up with and live with. Yes, it's fun and all that, but there's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot of stress that you have to deal with. I was away from my daughter for over a year and a half playing this game. My friend just didn't see his son for 8-9 months. And he's like, man, he's just getting older and older. And I'm missing out on all that time. You need that support group. You need that support group because you got to protect your mental. If you do not, if your mind goes down, everything else gonna follow it. That is a fact. The stigma surrounding mental health in sports industry. How can this be changed? More awareness. We have to just talk about it more. Just like now we're talking about it, and this is one of the topics, controversial topics. We just have to talk about it more. We can't be afraid to talk about it. I posted a clip on my Instagram not too long ago, and one of the guys I interviewed, he was just talking about we don't let our brothers know. We do not let our friends know what's going on. Our friends or other players or young guys or not even or just other players, we just do not let them know. We don't talk about it enough. We don't bring enough awareness to it. That's more awareness, more talking about it, make it an open discussion, have more places for athletes to go to, that to be able to express themselves with people they're going through the same things with. Like I say, it's an AA group. You need a support system. Who's going to support you more than the people that are going through the same things from you? And I mean, it's for us from top to bottom. I know guys who are making hundreds of $1,000s to guys who are making $2,000 to $3,000, and guess what? They still go through the same mental battles of dealing with a season and dealing with people and dealing with certain situations. And that even goes for people, players from other countries to other countries. You go, a guy from Uruguay might go play in Turkey. He's got to deal with that too. Different language, different food, different cultures, different basketball, different way thought process. You know what I mean? Your mental mind gets fatigued. Being able to put on a pedestal to perform at such a high level at all times, because your job is counting on it, your family's counting on it, your livelihood is counting on it. You love this game, you're committed to it, you're working towards it, and so much that goes into it that is stressful. There's a lot on the mind. Need that support system. We need to raise the awareness more and more so we can help each other get through it. Because me personally, listen, there's enough for everybody. There is enough for everybody to be productive. There's enough for everybody to have great careers. There's enough for everybody to get on teams and have a great career and use that money to grow themselves or just make life whatever they want to out of it. There's enough. There's enough to go around for everybody. But we have to start coming together. We have to start bringing the awareness and just understand that one of the biggest goals to all this is everybody having a strong mindset to be able to withstand and thrive. Just because you can't be the one type of one like, okay, I'm doing good, I don't care about him. We all can win. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.